Hey guys, now newbie here. I just wanted to make this video because I've been thinking as someone who creates content, who streams usually for at least 4 hours a week, if not more. Um, I can at times stream as much as like 2 to 3 hours, 6 nights a week. Which I don't know, what would that be? The high end would be 6, 12, 18 hours a week. So, as someone who's done that, who's done challenges for myself of making one video a week that's fully edited, as someone who used to do highly edited vlogs, and as someone who's been on YouTube for, I think, 4 to 5 years, and probably makes more content now than I ever have. I think one question that a lot of people are probably wondering when they're getting into YouTube, or one thing that they're running into when they're like, being a YouTuber, is how do I, consistently create content without getting burned out? This is something that I really ran into when I was doing my challenge to make one video a week. I was doing highly edited videos at the time, highly edited trailers, and vlogs. And so I had to shoot something and edit it all within 24 hours. And I found that fairly draining. I think one thing you have to do is, the number one thing you need to do is figure out what the goal is of your channel, and figure out what my goal is. My goal is to have fun and create content that, other people like, good quality content. That's like one of the big things I want to do. If I'm having fun and I'm making good content, I feel like, my channel is being a success. How many viewers I have, how much money I can make, those are things that ultimately I can't control. And so I'm trying not to make that be a focus of my channel. I don't make any money off my channel or anything like that. And that's not the goal of the channel. The goal of the channel is to have fun, and if I end up building a community, for those people to have fun too. Now, you might have a different goal. Get a certain amount of people to watch your streams, be famous. Those things will kind of play into whether or not you get burned out, because they can add additional stress to your entire process. So that's one thing that keeps me from getting burned out. Another thing that, too, is just like to pay attention to yourself and not push yourself to make content when you don't really have the mental energy to do it, especially if there are external stressors that you have in your life. Because sometimes you can be like, well, I'm not burned out from streaming, or I'm not burned out from editing this vlog, but you're kind of exhausted from other things, to the point where you're still too burned out really to be making content for YouTube, and you need to be taking a break. Another big thing I would say is, don't schedule too many things. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to make a certain amount of content in a certain amount of time. One thing that I've done for myself is, instead of trying to put out like tons and tons of content, be thinking about your content so that the next time you make content, it's the best content you've ever made. That's one thing that I've done, and that's why sometimes I take a week-long break from streaming and then come back and I make a fire stream. Why is that? Because I've had more time to kind of rest and sit through and think about the content that I've been making, and make sure that, the next time I make content, it's better than the last time I make content. So yeah, those are like kind of like the two big tenets for me. I have a schedule that I try to hit, but if I find them too exhausted to hit that, then I just don't, because I don't want to wear myself out. And one thing I realize is, if you're making content while you're worn out, eventually something about your YouTube channel is going to suffer. Especially as a streamer, streaming is what I've switched to now. Is when I'm low energy, I'm really, really boring to watch. It's not entertaining. It's just bad content, and I would rather not make content. This is one thing that people don't understand about YouTube. It's better to not make content than to make bad content. Mediocre content is fine, but if you're making bad content to the point of like, I have a 1 hour long stream of me being really boring, not saying anything, and just playing Minecraft. Sure, playing Minecraft is fine, and some people might find, playing Minecraft interesting. But at the end of the day, at least for me, one metric of whether or not my content is good is it rewatchable? And watching one dude, emotionless play Minecraft is in no way rewatchable. So it's just not appealing. It's just not appealing. But anyways, yeah, those are my thoughts. Just the biggest thing really is just to, give yourself some space to take breaks. One thing I like to do is for my streams, for example, I don't heavily edit my clips yet, but when I make clips, I sit down, I try to make like 5 to 7 clips, and then I set them to premiere certain days. And then I don't feel as bad because I still have content coming out automatically and I don't have to do anything. But yeah, those are some things that I do. I hope you guys find this helpful, interesting. I view myself, because I've been on YouTube for so long, I somewhat view myself as a veteran, even though I'm not famous, I'm not popular, I'm not making high caliber content, at least from my standards. But yes, this is just advice I have, questions that I see some people on YouTube asking, people on Reddit asking, just people online. And, I figured it's something where some streamers, especially higher caliber streamers, don't really ask or answer this question. And I think this is a question that a lot of people who are smaller, who are closer to the size of me, although not many people are as small as me, but people closer to my size have this question a lot. And I think that people don't always answer with an answer that would be applicable to their perspective, if that makes sense. But I've been rambling. I'm gonna cut it off. You guys are probably bored already. You probably left like halfway through this, but if you guys stuck around this long, like, cool. I guess I appreciate you. That's nice. But yeah. Anyways, leave thoughts in the comments if you guys have other things that you do that keep you from being burned out, or if this did not work, let me know.